Hey, it's Ollie. Welcome back to me in my living room. I think I've mentioned on this channel before that I've started tattooing over the last year and a half now. Most of the tattooing that I've done has just been on friends, on myself, on my partner. I taught myself pretty much everything that I've learned about tattooing, and it's been a really nice little creative outlet for me. I think it gives me a lot more motivation to draw, because it used to be like when I would doodle things, when I would sketch, it would always just be something that lived in my notebook, you know, something just for me, which is nice. But with tattooing, it feels like, well, obviously it's a lot more permanent, it feels a lot more meaningful. So I feel like I want to draw because I want to tattoo. Because I get excited about the idea of taking something that I made and giving it to somebody. So that's been kind of a nice creative outlet, creative change for me in the past couple years. I've given myself 4 tattoos maybe, and I've given my partner around 20. I really have appreciated having Trevor throughout the process of learning to tattoo, because he's just so open to letting me express myself. The first time I ever tattooed was on him, so obviously just the trust and allowing me to have the room to grow and a way to practice is just like tremendously helpful. Because when I tattoo for other people, usually they come to me with a request, something they want me to draw, and you know, that can be fun too, to have that challenge. But I really like getting to do my own artwork, so just having just something that I draw, I post, and somebody says, oh, that's cool, can you tattoo that for me? Like, that's my favorite. So when I do tattoos for Trevor specifically, he's only ever given me a request once, so most of the tattoos I've done for him is just something that I wanted to draw, something that I want to tattoo, and he said, oh, that's sick. It's been a couple months since I've given Trevor a tattoo. I think throughout the winter months, my creativity just really tanks. I lose a lot of energy, and it's hard to focus on my creative passions and outlets. Also, just like trying to balance school and work, and just too much stress to really be in the space to make something. But I miss it right now. I just got some new needles for my birthday, so I don't really have anything in mind yet. And so I kind of thought that it would be fun to make some prompts and let him pick like some numbers, and then try to combine the things together into something fun and tattoo it tonight. So I think that's what's happening. First, I need to make a list. I want to do something I know I'm going to be able to do well, so I'm not going to be too all over the place. Man, most of the things I'm good at drawing, he already has a tattoo of in some way, so let me think of something he doesn't have. Been doing a lot of eyeball drawings, but Trevor already has 2 different eyeball tattoos, so I think that's played out. Oh, I thought of another one. Alright, I came up with some categories. I tried to record myself figuring them out, but it was taking me forever. But I think I have everything finalized. So first I have the style category, so there's going to be trippy, scary, and sketchbook. I'm going to have 3 different categories for the prompt, and I'm going to have him pick one from each, and hopefully I'll be able to put all 3 of those into an image. I tried to be kind of vague so that I can like give myself some room to be a little creative. So for the first one, it's like nature stuff, so I'm gonna do the elements, probably like fire, and then plants, and then space. So that's gonna be the first group of things to choose from. And then for the second one, I wanted to do some kind of anatomy, because I do a lot of work that's based on the body. I'm just gonna make the 2 categories flesh and bone. For the last one, just like vague objects. So I have a category that's gonna be home. So I'm thinking like the building itself, so door, window, and then dishes, which is probably either gonna be like knife, wine glass, and then animals. So I think those are the things that will be fun for me. So that's what we're gonna pick from. And they're all fairly vague, so hopefully from those options I'll be able to do something where I can put everything in. Trevor is at work right now. He's gonna be on his lunch break in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna give him a call and have him pick from the things, and we will do with that what we can. So well, now I'm kind of bummed though, because some of these sound like really cool, so I kind of want to just pick, and I'm gonna be disappointed if he doesn't pick the ones that are cool. Hey, I was gonna do some drawing for your tattoo, but I wanted to have you pick from the prompts that I made.
Okay.
Okay.
What are the prompts?
Oh, I can't tell you.
What?
It's a surprise.
What am I gonna pick?
I'm just gonna have you pick a number.
Okay, what are the numbers? Okay.
So for the first one, pick from 1 through 3.
I'm gonna go 2.
Okay, and then between 1 through 3 again.
Okay, I'm gonna go 2 again.
Okay, and then between 1 and 2.
1.
Okay, and then 1 and 3 again.
2.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's everything. But I'm gonna do it again so I can give you 2 options. Okay, 1 and 2.
1.
Wait, can you do 2? Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna draw some stuff.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Talk to you later. Bye.
See ya.
Okay, so what he picked is scary, plants, flesh, and dishes. So that's gonna be the stuff for the first one. And then for the second one, it's gonna be sketchbook, space, bone, and animal. So yeah, so those are the prompts. So I guess we'll draw those now. All right, well, let me try to find some empty pages in a sketchbook somewhere. This is my where's my most recent? This is my most recent. So I have this piece in here that I did for my brother. This is one of my favorite sketches too. And I post all these on my art Instagram if you want to check those out. This is a piece I was working on from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I think this one's super cute. I don't think it would really work so well as a tattoo because of all these tiny lines would definitely bleed together over time. But I'd love to have a red guy tattoo, so I might work on something else kind of in the near future. These sketchbooks are full, but in like the most annoying way. Like I feel like I could have used my space better. So this one is mostly empty. It has some drawings on the other side, but nothing important. So I think I'm just gonna erase this and use this page. So for the first prompt, I'm kind of thinking we do a heart for the flesh, and then dishes we could have a knife in the heart. Maybe we could do some plant details around the knife a little bit, and then have it be scary by just kind of doing blood drips down the side. Yeah, let's do that. I never used to actually outline my sketches before I started drawing, so I'm a pen artist, so I do everything I do by hand with ink. I don't use any color. That's just kind of the style I like doing. But I used to draw only with ink, so I go in with pen first for the longest time. I really didn't start doing outlines before I started drawing until maybe a couple years ago. But it's definitely helpful. this might end up having to be a first draft. We'll see how it goes. Now that I'm recording, I'm really feeling the need to have this be something that I like, which I feel like is a lot of pressure because more often than not, I do not care too much for the stuff that I draw, which is fine. I'm trying to get better at being comfortable making bad things. I didn't start drawing until 2019, really. Which, shit, I guess is like 5 years ago now. Doesn't really feel like it. But I feel like when I was first learning, it's a little easier to be nice to yourself. You know, you've got a reason to be bad. But with it, like with anything else, I feel like the more I do it, the more I'm supposed to know what I'm doing, and I never know what I'm doing, just in all aspects of life. So I'm gonna be really careful, try to get all this pencil off without ruining the whole thing. So there is kind of a base outline. Again, this might end up having to be one that I scrap, but that's okay. It's helpful to me, at least, to draw something a couple times anyway, because the first time I feel like I always make some mistakes, and then I realize what I need to do the next time that I draw, like what looks off about it, you know. Now is the time where I question if I did too many prompts and this is too busy. So I think that might be it for this prompt. I'm trying to decide how I feel about it. God, I don't know where. There we go. So the other prompt is sketch, space, and animal, which sounds a bit more simple, I think, than the other one, because I'm kind of thinking an animal skull. And then space, I'm probably honestly just gonna do some detailing. So maybe like some stars, like in a circle around the heads, nothing too complicated. And I'm kind of feeling like doing a rat. That's just where my head's at right now. I think it looks like a rat. I do think that. So that's nice, at least. Okay. I'm gonna try to pin this in now. So I know obviously whiskers would not preserve, but I kind of want to add whiskers to this. So I feel like it makes it a lot easier to tell it's a rat, which I just think makes it cooler. Did I ruin it with the whiskers? Maybe. But you know, if Trevor doesn't want the whiskers, it's easy enough to do it without the whiskers. I think I like that. Pretty cool. Pretty happy with the stippling. I always feel like it could use a little bit more shading and just adding little dots to everything. I feel like makes everything cuter. You can't stop adding dots to my shit. Maybe that's a good place to stop. Looks pretty good, I think. Here is the mouse skull, which I think looks pretty decent. I'll have to see if Trevor likes it with or without the whiskers. I could do it either way. I think I'm gonna redraw this one off camera and just work on that while I watch a show. And yeah, I'll show Trevor when he gets home. And if we end up doing the tattoo tonight, I'll film that as well. I did my redraw for the heart tattoo, and I actually ended up really liking both of these, so might even eventually do both of these as tattoos. Trevor picked the rat skull, so we're gonna do that one. for now, I'm gonna work on the stencil and then we're gonna do the tattoo today, so. Oh, your eyes look stunning. Thank you. I'm gonna do this upside down. Probably gonna be easiest. Okay.
Is it okay that I have goosebumps?
I think it's okay. It'll be alright. Alright. Welcome, Trevor, to the channel. Trevor is my most loyal tattoo client. Gonna get the stencil lined up first. I think every tattoo artist I've ever watched uses this exact same stencil stuff. I think we're gonna add on to this like upper beginning of a sleeve over here. I did this tattoo most recently. It's a little cowboy boot. And so I think I'm gonna put this one pretty much right next to it. All right, what do you think? You said you want it up higher, like that maybe? Okay. Shit. I know that's what you want to hear.
I'm getting a tattoo.
Yeah. I think the skull got a little messy, but it's okay. Just a stencil. She's literally like right in between us on the. She's the star. Alright.
Yikes.
That's okay.
Yoinks.
Alright, and actually the lines I did for the whisker on this side are a little too long, so they'll probably end like right there. Is that fine?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Badass.
Move your arm around a bit. Make sure it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and set up, which is the most time-consuming part of this. Get my machine ready to go, and then we're gonna tattoo. So. Gonna be tough. Alright. How's that feel?
Okay.
How long do you think we're looking at start to finish on this one?
25 minutes.
25? I'm pretty fast, actually. I think a lot of times when people get tattoos from me, they're surprised at how quickly it goes. I think Naja's piece only took me about that long, too. It's just, can't see a goddamn thing. This is what the Vaseline is supposed to prevent, but I feel like it doesn't at all.
Because it's hydrophobic.
Uh-huh. Where'd you pull that one from?
Vocabulary.
Mm.
I know some words.
I've used a couple. You know what my favorite part is?
Stabbing me repeatedly with a needle.
Yeah. Carefully, you're flexing a little bit. Hurting more now.
No.
I'm feeling pretty confident about this one right now.
Okay. It's a lot different than usual.
Yeah. I usually spend pretty much the whole time that I'm tattooing saying how much I hate the piece that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
But then once I'm done, it's usually better than I think it is.
Yeah.
Which is the case with everything that I make.
Yeah, there was a pickup game at the field today when I left.
Mm-hmm.
They kept showing up on
on mopeds. They had like 20 of them parked up, like lined up out front. Pretty fun. When I left, one of them was just running, like on. I don't think it was supposed to be.
Free moped.
I was thinking about it. I could have gone home a lot faster.
Yeah.
I almost got into a kid.
How does this one feel pain-wise?
2.
2 out of 10? Okay. I'm generally pretty light-handed though. I don't think I've ever really had, I think Matt's the only person I've ever had like really complain about the pain while I was tattooing them. That hurts.
Hurts more than tattoo.
Sorry. Oh, that's the alcohol. You don't want that. How do you feel about it so far?
That's good.
Excited to get in and add some actual detail to it for sure. Is that all right? I'm pretty much done with the outline now. And so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the detailing, which is always my favorite part, because I don't have to follow any stencil or anything, and I just get to have fun. So I think this one's gonna be really cool. And I think it matches with the cowboy boot too. My favorite part. This part makes me feel more talented than the stenciling does. Because the stenciling, it's all about like being very uniform and doing it like exactly how it looks. And this part I like a lot more because I feel like it's a lot more like drawing, where I'm just like trying to look at it and say, oh, this will make it look nicer. It's a lot more fun for me. So I always love when I finish the stencil and I get to go in and really do it. Well, I feel like it's just about done. There you go. Looks nice. What do you think?
Fantastic. Would recommend. Book online.
Book online. I think I said it earlier. I will put my tattoo Instagram in the description. So if you want to see more of my tattoos, you can look there.
Can I promote mine too?
Promote your thing? What thing? Sure.
Listen, every Friday is Blue Jean Friday. You gotta wear some boots, you gotta wear blue jeans.
There we go.
If they try to shut you down, come talk to me.
Stop making that creepy face.
You're just smiling. You can't smile.
That's everything, I guess. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Trevor, for trusting me as always with your tattoos. I might do some more tattoo videos on here. I've thought in the past about doing a little bit more in depth and explaining the stuff I use to tattoo at home. So if you're like interested in learning to do that, because I didn't really know where to start when I started teaching myself. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.